rules diet?
The Make Your Own Rules diet is really all about following how you feel and paying attention to how you feel through easygoing yoga practice and meditation practice, so you actually want to eat all the healthy stuff. Because if you're not already eating all the healthy stuff, it's not because you don't know what the healthy stuff is, it's because you don't feel like eating it. It doesn't taste good, not in the mood for it. So it's really working from the inside out to sensitize your whole body and mind, so you want to eat all that stuff. And all the recipes in the book are really cost effective, really delicious, they're simple, they're tested with all my friends and family, so this isn't just healthy stuff that's healthy for you, it's healthy and also tastes good too. I mean, how you feel, is the most important thing, and it's crucial. I mean, if you ignore how you feel and just do a diet or do your life or do your career, you're missing the main part, which is you're involved as an active participant in your life. You're just sort of going through the motions without actually experiencing it and being there and being present. So I think, right on, how you feel it's 2015, it's the future, it has to be everything. It's the basis for creating the life you want, it's the basis for making your own rules and having that life that you want to have be really sustainable and practical. I really wanted to share with a lot of people this idea that diet and eating and being connected to all of this idea about health can be really feeling based and natural. It doesn't have to be so complicated and can be flexible with what works for you. So the whole emphasis is really getting people to feel good with the easygoing practice, the meditation, so you're right in line with all of these healthy things that actually taste really good as well. And having people come into the studio in New York, and I get to travel around the world and meet people, and they already say by doing the easygoing practice of yoga with the videos on YouTube and beyond, and the meditation practice, that they're already getting in touch with eating better. So sharing that with a broader audience and letting people know that diet isn't about being on a diet, it's about really following how you feel and making your own rules and having this be really sustainable and comfortable and natural for you. I think one tip for helping people make their own rules for a diet is getting up first thing in the morning and connecting with yourself. So whether that's sitting up in your bed, closing your eyes, taking a few deep breaths, or sitting up in bed, little side to side stretches, or even 5 minutes on your yoga mat, everybody can put that time into your day, and that really puts you in that feeling-based mode, puts you in that mood of being connected to yourself. And when you're connected to yourself, you're going to make choices that support your intention and support what you want to be feeling for the rest of your day. And it's not so much about, I gotta get up and I have to eat well, or I have to not eat not well. It's more about getting up and being connected to these easygoing practices. My own rules are simply to follow how I feel and really see where that takes me for each day. I'm pretty in touch with my body through doing yoga for so long and meditation for so long. I know if I'm traveling, I want to be eating certain foods that keep my energy up and sustain me but don't overwhelm me, so I'm not being so physically active that day. If I'm active, I'm more hungry, I'll have larger meals. The only rules I really have, things that I avoid, are processed foods and a lot of junk foods and fast foods and things like that. I mean, it's nothing revolutionary, but my body just doesn't crave those things. I do drink coffee and tea, and I have champagne every once in a while, but it's really interesting when I'm on this path of following how I feel, it doesn't have the negative reaction that it may have if I'm more stressed out about having those things. Well, today was a great day. Let's see what happened. Got up. I had a cappuccino at the hotel, which was nice, and then what did I have for breakfast? Just some fruit that I had left over in the mini bar from the grocery store. So when I'm traveling, I always try to pop over to a market and kind of get some things to sustain myself, so I'm not left starving and having to grab something that's not unhealthy. And we went out for a nice sushi lunch, and so that was incredible. I love fresh fish and vegetables and all that kind of stuff. And I think dinner, we're going to some incredibly healthy restaurants. So people always assume that I'm more healthy than I am and take me to all these healthy places, which is nice. When I'm in New York, I'll have pizza sometimes and things like that. But also because I am so physically active, I'm not concerned about calories or restriction at all. And I think even if I wasn't as physically active, I wouldn't be as concerned about it. Just mainly concerned with following how I feel, and then noticing if I want to eat more or less, or what things make me feel good, and go with that. I've always been very excited about creating a business and structure. I was selling blow pops out of my locker in high school and doing all these kind of things to get people together and organize. I think one thing that's really helped me in the in the business sense with growing the company has always been being flexible and also following my intention and what it really is that I'm trying to accomplish. So not necessarily following the best business plan or what makes sense on paper, but following that intention and then having the plans and having the team building around that really get behind that structure, and just turns out that that's usually the most successful business to be in as well. I think I set a general intention many years ago to, help myself get connected with my own body and my own mind and the soul connection, and help other people as well. And as Strala developed and as my business developed, this more clear intention of helping people connect and expand and really make their own rules in this physical practice and emotional practice. And what does that look like as a service? And what are those products that are really clear and can help people and aren't just linking up with a bunch of sponsors for no reason. So really aligning with companies that are letting us do our mission in the way, and it makes more sense of a partnership, so nobody's working for the other person in that way, and really my intention and our company's intention can really rise to the surface and be sustainable.